Now, though, we can welcome British heavyweight boxer... He has let us down, has he? Doesn't matter when you've got our next guest. Johnny Fisher is on our show. He prepares for his next fight against Alan Babic. Hello, Johnny. How are you?
Well, good, thanks, Andy. Hello, Darren.
Daniel Dubois, you right?
Has Eddie let you down?
What a disgrace that man is. What a disgrace. Where are you? Where is he?
Last time I saw him, we was just at the press conference, and he was enjoying a pint of Fool's Irish Stout. So,
Wow.
might be enjoying himself.
We're seeing him tomorrow, so I'll make sure Bentley gives him a slap.
Yeah, go on, do that.
Listen, more importantly, let's talk about you. You've had 11 fights so far. 10 of them, of course, you won through knockout. The other one you just won anyway. This is a big fight. We spoke to Alan Babic when we did we did what was that for?
Wardley.
Fabio Wardley.
Yeah, fight. Fraser Clark
fight. And he sat with us for about 20 minutes. He's a big old lump. This is probably, I would say, your first big real test, Johnny.
Yeah, it's a big test. But it's a test I think I'll pass because Alan Babic, we know what he does. He brings it. He brings the heat, and he's going to sit in front of me. It's not a good place to sit in front of me because I can punch.
That's the thing, Johnny, and I think you're right, because you're right. When people talk about Alan the Savage Babic, he is very front foot, goes after his opponents. I mean, I know he beat Steve Robertson in his last fight, but he lost to Rwanski before that. Is this the type of opponent that, on paper, people might say, oh, this is a step up, or is it one that you feel comfortably, you've got the style to beat him quite comfortably?
It's a step up to people because they know who he is. They've seen the fights that he's been in and other shows in Matchroom. We've fought on a couple of the same cards. But stylistically, it's someone... He's not too short either. He's just a couple of inches shorter than me. So it's a perfect big target. It's going to be in front of me and I'll be able to unload on him. So it'll be a difficult fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm prepared for 10 rounds of hard, grueling work. But I think it's one that I can win, definitely.
Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong. This was announced, I think, today. It's going to be on July the 6th. It's going to be at the Copper Box. And you're the headline as well.
Yeah, I'm a headline in that one. I've done about 2,500 tickets out of my hand so far. Shout out to my dad for doing all them tickets. Writing them all down by hand. So really, really excited to be there, and it should be packed out by the time we get to the 6th of July.
I'm sure it will be. You headline it. This is another step up for you as well. That comes with added pressure.
It does. There's always pressure. There was pressure for my full fight when I fought in front of 2,000 of my fans at the O2, and that was a pressure moment. When I fought at Ali Pali, that was another pressure moment. And now this is another one. Winning the Southern area, you have to come through these things if you want to be a fighter, you know?
Absolutely. Well, listen, we wish you all the best, Johnny. But I've got to ask you about, obviously, what happened at the weekend. Matchroom versus Queensbury. First and foremost, I mean, Eddie getting beat 10-0. Do you look much into that, or is it just one of those things that happened?
Listen, they're all going to be close fights, we knew that, but I called most of them wrong, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
Hamza Sheeran really, really impressed me when he fought Amo Williams. He showed so much to his game. Willie Hutchinson done very well, and I was surprised about Dubois Hrgovic. I was sparring Hrgovic for this camp, and he looked unbelievable in training camp, but it's about turning up on the night, and who knows what went wrong in the camp, or if it was just how good Dubois was on the night, and he did look very good.
Johnny, you said it there, because that was one that surprised me. I thought that was a 50-50, Hrgovic and Dubois, but do you think Dubois now is finally getting the credit he deserves, and how good do you think he actually is, Daniel Dubois?
Daniel Dubois, listen, I've sparred a lot of the top guys. He punches harder than all of them. Wow. He's the hardest puncher I've ever been in with. And you can see his work with Don Charles is brilliant. They're adding a little bit more to his game, and coming off of 2 impressive wins against Jarrell Miller and Hrgovic now, who was at one stage the bogeyman in the division, he's now put himself in pole position to fight someone like Joshua or even Usyk again one day.
If he fights AJ, they're talking about AJ at Wembley in September, where would your money be for the winner of that one?
Listen, it would still be with AJ. He'd still be the favourite because he's operated and he's won at the highest level. He's beat some of the top guys. I just think that right hand that Hrgovic was landing, when Joshua lands it, it's a different story. But you can't write Dubois off because he stood in front of Hrgovic, who can punch, believe me, and he just ate his punches and just came back and gave it back to him and more. So it will be a tantalising fight.
If that fight does happen, I'm pretty sure that AJ is fighting anyway in September. They're looking for the opponent, but it could be Daniel Dubois. But either way, if that fight does happen, there is talk that it could be another 5v5. Would that be too early for you if you do come through this fight against Babic on July the 6th? Would that be too early for you to be on that
obviously,
card?
I don't look beyond this fight, Andy, as you know, but if it married up and it all made sense, then why not? If the money's right, because we've all got to get paid properly in this game. If it makes sense, you've got to jump at these opportunities that present themselves. But I'm in no position to worry about that because I've got my hands full at the minute with Alan Babic.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say hands full of a burger or something.
Are you
at the barbecue?
We can see you. You're not at the barbecue. We thought you'd be at the Matchroom barbecue. Why is that? Why are you not there, Johnny?
No, I left. I went to the barbecue and we've finished now. And I was looking forward to getting a bit of food out of the press conference, and they're packing all the stuff away. So I've come to a Turkish round the corner and I've got a bit of lamb chops and stuff. So I've been eating that. So you've actually taken a meal away from my dinner, and which is absolutely fine because it's you two, and I wouldn't do it for anyone else.
I love that.
Well, that's very kind of you.
I'm still waiting for the invite for the Chinese, by the way.
Yeah, you've got to do that. Well, after this fight, we can have a big run of doing a load of Chineses. You've got to come down to the Blue Orchid. You have to.
We'd love to.
Darren, what's your favourite Chinese dish?
Sweet and sour chicken, Cantonese style.
Nice and simple, but you can't go wrong with that. 100%. What about you, Andy?
I'm going to be boring and go for chicken chow mein.
You can't go wrong. Bit of curry sauce.
Bit of curry sauce. I like the old. I like the prawn toast. I like that.
Left field,
right?
Toast.
When you come to the Blue Orchid, you've got to have beef Cantonese style. It comes up on a sizzling dish. It's delicious. That's what we're going
I'm
for.
not for that is.
Right, don't do that now because we're starving. We've still got another 2 hours.
I'm starving as well.
How is your dad? Before I let you go, how is he?
Yeah, he's all good. He's busy at work on the tickets. He's constantly getting messages through about the tickets. He's working hard, and he's off to Marbella on Friday. A stag do's asked if he can come out for the night, and they're going to pay him to go over there. So he's doing that. So it's a hard life for some, isn't it?
Someone's getting married, and they're taking your dad with. They don't know your dad.
Yeah, they're just saying, "Can you come on the stag do with us?" And there's a few mutual friends. Like he knows someone who knows someone, but he don't know these geezers, and he's going to go out to Marbella and have it off for the night.
That's amazing. Johnny, give him our regards. Thank you so much for coming on. We're sorry we stopped you eating. You can go and eat now. But listen,
no problem.
We will speak to you before the fight again, but we wish you all the best with it.
I appreciate it, boys. I'll see you soon.
Cheers, Johnny. Nice one, boss.
Johnny Fisher, the Romford Ball. He's fighting a tough old fight. Alan Savage Babic on July the 6th at the Copper Box.
I'm looking forward to that fight. Because that Babic will bring it, by the way.
Yeah. If I think I'm right, someone will correct me. If England top their group, their next game will be that night.
Wow.
If we come second, it's Friday. I think I'm looking at Joe. Is that right? I've got that right. So, I mean, it could be an unbelievable night for boxing fans because you would expect the England game to finish at 10 and he won't be in the ring. Well, I'll tell you what they'll do because they've done it before. They won't allow him to be in the ring until that England game is finished.
Yeah, of course they won't.
So that'll be an unbelievable night of sport.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.